All right, so next thing we're going to do is go through our documentation setup in the GS3 settings. So from our combine run page, we simply hit menu, we go to GS3. From GS3, the first buttons we're going to look at is going to be our resource button. So we want to make sure we have the correct client farm fields. So for our setup today, we have test in the client, test for the farm, test for the field. Task, we want to make sure that it is set to harvest or harvesting, depending on how the setup file is built. It is important that we always make sure we change the cropping season to the correct crop year. That way when data flows into my John Deere, that it is in the correct year. If you have boundaries loaded and you would like to use field locator, make sure the box is checked. When you push find field, it will actually use those boundaries to get you into the correct field. All right, next button we're going to look at is our documentation button. So this is where we would make a crop type change on a 2630. So from here, one thing that's important is we want to make sure that we don't have any other tabs open besides harvest and new. So once we get into our harvest tab, we push change harvest settings. For crop type, we're going to scroll down and select soybean. For the brand, we can simply put in something like test. And for our variety, we're going to put in T1234. Now, if we're using variety locator, we simply put the box in here, and it's going to let us use our variety locator map to change the variety. That will also not allow us to input variety manually. Down at the bottom will be our residue management. So since this unit is equipped with a chopper, we're going to make sure we push chop and spread and push accept. So you're going to see the information carries over here. If you're wanting to keep up with individual specific loads, you can input that information here. And then our load destination, let's say the load destination is bin. At this point, we can actually auto increase those numbers. Every time that we unload, it will increase that load number for us. Down at the bottom is going to be our total screen. So we have the ability to do field totals and load totals. We can also do harvest totals for all of that particular crop or that particular variety. That information will appear here, and every time that you hit the cycle button, the numbers will change according to where you are.